Greetings, my beautiful queens and kings. If you stopping by, welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Now let's get into it.
When Anthony breaks down his better or worse speech, yeah, okay, let's get into it.
How you like it? It's nice.
He think he did something.
Um, look, Amber, I love you. I love you. I'm not ready to let you go. It's like I said in that card, for better, for worse. We've been through the worst. I don't even think it can get any worse. And I take full responsibility for that. I let the worst get in the way of our marriage. With my ego, with Shayla. And I'm not calling him the worst, but with my beautiful son that you have to look at every day. So it has to get better. We've already been through the worst. I love you. And I know we're not the perfect couple, but we can still have the perfect marriage. Starting right now, today.
Hmm.
We can fix this.
What Anthony don't realize is that when a woman's fed up, it's, you can't just put a quick band-aid on something after, number one, poor foundation. On top of poor foundation, then, the marriage never solidified itself, on in number one, a good spiritual foundation. It didn't, root itself in that. Was the wrong reasons they got married. They got married when hearts wasn't really in it, really built on rebounds, built on deception, and it just continued. The lies and deceptions continued throughout the marriage. And it's something that, many people go through in relationships and marriages, not realizing that how you start out, may be how or will be how you end. That's why it's always good to start things for the right reasons, with a pure heart, to not saying that something that may have started out a little shaky can't grow stronger, but God was never at the center and stayed at the center of their marriage to help to strengthen it, to help to build a bond between the two of them that things and people would not be able to penetrate. And now that Amber has gotten a taste of something else, of knowing that, you know, she doesn't have to sit there and suffer in silence with Anthony. The little things that he did in the past to try to fix what they had is not going to work anymore. rose petals and a bouquet of flowers and a card with some nice words are really hollow and empty to her right now. I don't know if this is gonna work, but the look on her face is showing that, it's really dead, and it's going on deaf ears, Anthony. And I don't think this time it's going to, it's gonna work. And I don't know if I can trust, or Anthony or Amber can trust what you saying, because the thing is with Anthony, it wasn't a progression of looking at yourself and trying to um, make an atonement and improve your ways and really build on this uh, marriage in a way that is significant. Not this mediocre stuff right here is not it, but it's worked in the past, and that's why he thinks it can work now. So no, it's not gonna work with tape. It's not gonna work with Elmer's glue. You need some serious cement to hold us together, and right now you're not using the tools to cement this marriage. So right here, she looks a little depleted, and she's definitely making a comparison. But Amber needs to also realize that, it can start off beautiful and great, and it did for her with Anthony in the beginning. So who's to say she won't be in the same place, a year, 2, 3 years, if she decided to go with with Dave, because there is a lot for her yet to learn about Greg. But there's also a lot yet for her to learn about herself, because Amber puts herself in these awkward positions. She puts herself in these positions because of low self-esteem. And you don't think that Dave didn't see on this trip her level of, one, disrespect for her husband, didn't see how she handled him, how she spoke. You could see her self-esteem when they came out of that restaurant in the parking lot. Did you mean what you say? Because I'm always, things. I know exactly the words verbatim that she was talking to him about, but you can tell it had to do with her esteem being low. People saying things, men of his stature, something like that, that feel that they the prize and not her. So he sees her low self-esteem, and a man could easily manipulate that. Easily manipulate that. That's what Anthony has done because of his money. So, Amber, would you not think that Greg, why do I keep on saying Greg, that Dave wouldn't do the same thing? It all starts with her, because, you started off bad with Anthony, and you starting off something bad in the wrong way with Dave, and it's not going to end well for you again, Amber. So not only does Anthony have to learn in this situation that this may be over, or there has to be more significant steps you have to take if you want to salvage this marriage, but Amber needs to realize there's a lot she has to work on within herself, or she's going to go from one bad relationship to the next. So
You can't rewrite the script, Anthony. It says for better or for worse. Not for worse and better.
It's been getting worse and worse.
Had a baby
When is the better?
with my best friend. I don't know what you want from me.
Ain't that simple, Anthony?
I love you.
Not about what you want.
I gotta put my stuff away.
That's not moving her no more, bro. She's not moved by that. Too much damage has been done, and a lot of times people still try to paste the broken pieces together as best as they can over and over and over again. But now that statue that you broke, that you still trying to piece together after a while when you use so much glue and you start to use tape and all the things to try to make it look like it did in the beginning, that statue will never look like how it did in the beginning. You just gonna have a fragment of what that statue once was. And I think that's what, is going on here. It's been broken too many times. And Anthony, just 2 weeks ago, you was trying to have a smoothie with Delicia. A month before that, you was sitting up there pouring into her all these great words, uplifting her, making her feel so special at Abigail's with Ben. And I'm like, huh? Where are those words for Amber? She needed that. So I don't know how much all of a sudden there's an instant change. No, because you see a significant change in Amber that you didn't see before. And now it's scaring you a little bit because you're losing that control. You're not making any changes within yourself that would really make her trust you, that you won't hurt her again, Anthony. And after what she experienced this weekend, even though it was wrong, even though it shouldn't have happened, it gave her a little peace and ease to know that she'll be okay transitioning out of this situation. But she could be going to the from the frying pan to the fire for all she knows. But hey, she'll see that in due time. But as far as you two, I think this ship has sailed, Anthony. Put in the comments what you think, guys. Yeah, maybe a little too late. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, fam. Peace.